Hello Scorpio, welcome to this reading. My name is Zane and we're going to be taking a look at the current energy for the sign of Scorpio for the week of January 31st. Now Scorpio, do keep in mind that this is a general reading, so take the messages as they resonate, drop the ones that do not, and also check out your sun, moon, and rising signs. Now, Scorpio, I do not offer personal readings, so if you get a message from someone that is not me, that's someone impersonating me, please do not get scammed. I also do exclusive content on my Instagram, so if that's your thing, definitely give me a follow there. But with all of that said, let's go ahead and see what we have here for you. Now, just a small percentage of the people who watch my content are actually subscribed. And so if you watch my videos regularly and you've not yet hit the subscribe button, please do consider doing that. Really helps my channel grow in a big way. Same is true if this is just the first time that you are watching me. So let's go ahead and make sure everything's in view, and then we'll get right into it for you, Scorpio. All right. I think that looks good enough to me. Energy on the bottom, you have the Knight of Cups. So Knight of Cups is all about potentially, if this is you, if this is referring to you, Scorpio, this could mean that you wear your heart on your sleeve. And you lead from the heart place, from the heart space. You make decisions from the heart space, and people can see that and people can feel that, and you might even, inspire people because of that type of energy that you have. And you may just be somebody who's extremely open with their communication and with their emotions as well. And so some of you may be doing that, but the Knight of Cups more so talks about potentially a romantic invitation or proposal happening in your life, a romantic event potentially happening in your life, or even just the arrival of a happy situation or a happy event that you've been looking for a long time. It can say that maybe you're also connecting on a creative venture or a creative idea, or getting creative in some area of your life as well. And yeah, definitely like to see that. But taking a look here, you have an interesting reading. Now, there are definitely some good things. Now, if you are a single Scorpio, I do feel like maybe some of you have met someone recently. It's happened very quickly. The situation has progressed very, very quickly initially, but now you're in like a holding pattern or a waiting period here. And it's like something started very quickly, and then right now there's something that's also just sort of like keeping you up late at night in some ways. If you are not here for love at all, or if you actually, let me just go back. If you are in a relationship and you're looking for like a marriage proposal, that could certainly be on the way, but it may take a little bit of time. And then if you are here not for love, what could be going on is there's something that you've been waiting for that hasn't happened yet, but it could. All right, so that's kind of my opening thoughts, but we're going to go ahead and expand on this now. So this Nine of Swords is somebody who is potentially like having a nightmare. They're staying up late at night for over something that's stressing them out, making them fearful, or whatever it may be. And in fact, this person here feels like these 9 swords are going to come down and hit them, but they don't actually do that. And so it represents making something out to be a lot worse than it actually is, or even fear casting, like looking out to the future and being fearful of something that hasn't even happened yet. And it's sort of that type of energy. It's also like a high stress card. And so going back to those 3 scenarios that I just felt like called to talk about here at the beginning, it's like any of those things, like maybe you're waiting on someone, any of those things can lead you to feeling stressed or something like that. What I will tell you is with the swords, it's very important. Swords is all about your logic, rational mind, and it's very important that you do not try not to have an expectation on time, right? Try not to like read someone's mind or like forecast into the future on when somebody's going to do something when you get a swords card, especially with the 9 of Swords, because it's just going to cause you stress and anxiety and things along those lines. So let's just continue forward here. Now you have the Knight of Swords, the Ace of Cups, and the Queen of Pentacles. So this is what I was talking about here. Double knights in the tarot always represent something going quickly, or having a lot of events, having a lot of situations, a busy period of time for you. And the Knight of Swords is the quickest knight. In fact, it can feel even impulsive, or it can feel even chaotic in your life. And so I think it was a good chaos, right? I think what happened here, if I'm putting this together, some of you met somebody very quickly, it progressed very quickly, and now you're like, wait, it kind of just, what's going on here? With the Nine of Swords in the middle, and actually all of these cards in the middle, which we're going to expand on. Others of you have been like very, maybe you're impatient around, I'm not trying to call you out, but this could be what's happening. Some of you may be impatient around a marriage proposal as well. Knight of Cups, Ace of Cups can represent marriage proposals. I'd like to see something like the Four of Wands or the Hierophant in the future. To me, what's going on is that could take some time, but it doesn't mean it's not going to happen. You also here have this Queen of Pentacles, which is all about practicality, making the right choice, making the practical choice, getting grounded in earth, getting grounded in what is. And I feel like some of you need to come out of the water. And I say that because of these cups energies here with the Knight of Cups, the Ace of Cups, and come out of the water and come back down to earth as well. Don't stay in the air too long either with the swords energy here. The Queen of Pentacles is sort of like, okay, let's get back to earth for a second here and just take a moment, gather ourselves, take a breath here. And so some of you could be doing that. I also just feel like I see a lot of nature. Queen of Pentacles for like I see like nature, mountains, like all water, like all sorts of things. So some of you may be connecting with the land if you're able to. I know it's winter for a lot of people, but anyway, in your current situation, you have the Two of Pentacles, the Nine of Swords, and the Four of Cups. So yeah, look, I mean, with this Nine of Swords, like really stressing about something, and the Two of Pentacles, weighing options, weighing decisions, sort of ping pong, like back and forth here, juggling back and forth with the Two Pentacles here, like thinking like, do they like me? Do they not like me? Are they going to do this? Are they going to do that? Am I going to get married? Are we not going to get married? Are we going to have kids? Are we not going to have kids? Like that sort of type of energy is going through my mind here, where it's like, really, you can't really spend your time. I mean, you can, but it's not a great use of your time to spend it going back and forth on something like that, because you're living in the future. The future hasn't happened yet, so it doesn't exist, right? And so for some of you, there's just this rumination that I'm feeling here in this reading that's stressing you out. And this Four of Cups is, and again, not trying to call you out here, but this Four of Cups could indicate boredom. What happens when we're bored is we create stories in our mind. And, some people, and I'm not saying you're doing this, but some people, when they get bored, they create stories and then they go and talk to other people about it, and that leads to a gossiping situation. Again, not really saying you're doing that. In fact, I don't see any other cards of gossip here, but you get the idea, right? So some of you may need to really do something to put yourself first, okay? Let go of the apathy, let go of the boredom here, connect with nature, do yoga, go for a walk, join a class, do something here at this time instead of trying to figure out what's going on here, because the answer hasn't happened yet. So in the future, you have the Eight of Cups, the Seven of Cups, and the Hanging Man. More cups energy here. Get out of the water, get out of the air, come back to earth here for sure. The Eight of Cups represents walking away from a disappointing situation. And what's interesting here is you have the card that comes before it, which is the Seven of Cups as well. So we have the 7 into 8. To me, that does suggest that events are progressing in your life. That's the way that I like to read it. The thing is, the future is unwritten here, okay? There are so many possibilities for whatever scenario this is that you find yourself in, whether it's love, it's getting proposed to, or, something else, a creative venture or a business idea, or whatever the case may be for you. There are so many different possibilities here, which is what the Seven of Cups represents, especially in the future, that you really don't, it's really hard to say, it's impossible to know which cup will end up being the answer at this time. And so with this person, it's sort of like letting go of the expectation here, walking away from the expectation of needing to know the answer now, and staying in the present moment. You also have this hanging man, which is somebody who's hanging on too tightly. Okay, they need to let go. They really need to cut the cable and see what happens when they free fall, see where they land, see where they go, see who the people they meet, the different things that they are able to do. But right now they're not doing anything except just staying there. Maybe, staying there. And in this case, I feel like thinking. So let's go ahead and continue forward here. Let's start to clarify. If you're enjoying this, hit that like button, subscribe, and feel free to check out my website. There's a link to that in the description below. You can sign up for my email list if that's of interest to you. Okay, so interesting message here so far. You have High Priestess, harness mystic power. So that's obviously referring to the tarot card, the High Priestess. You have Wise One, grow within your current situation. Perfect. This is the exact perfect message that I feel like is perfect for you at this time. You also have Winter, take care of your needs, as well as Fire Guardian, ignite your passions. Okay, look, I even said something around taking care of you, putting you first, taking care of your needs at this time. And look, instead of sitting under the tree here, not really doing much, similar to the Hangman, these cards are very similar to each other. What you could be doing right now is growing within your current situation, like the Wise One is doing here. And I feel like that could be some medicine for you, right? And I'm not talking about like medical advice or anything like that, but I'm saying just some spiritual medicine for you at this moment. So let's go ahead and pull some additional messages here, see what else wants to come forward. I guess we're going to take that. I guess we'll take that as well. Okay, so you have, both of these cards want to come forward. Communicate clearly. The situation will improve. I do see that for you. I see that happening. Right now, it's just like it's uncertain. There's like a lot of uncertainty here in this reading. Yeah, look, listen to your intuition, big happy changes, as well as a year from now. Who knows if it'll take a year, okay? But what I do know is that it could take some time for whatever you're going back and forth on, the ping pong here that I see you playing in your minds right now. I don't feel like it's, again, I can't tell you what to do, but I don't know that it's helpful for you at this moment. And, you will only know what is helpful for you. I certainly cannot tell you that, but it looks like this situation, you will get a happy outcome here. It's just, there's this maybe expectation for that outcome to happen on a certain timeline. And that's the problem that I feel like some of you are bumping into, okay? So I do see big happy changes. I don't see it happening right away. And so grow within your current situation to help yourself out. You have the Justice card, the Page of Pentacles, and the Five of Cups. Your prospects look good here, Scorpio. Okay, so with the Ace of Cups, looking for that offer, looking for the proposal or the opportunity in career, if that's what you're here for. Page of Pentacles says your prospects are looking good. You have especially when combined with something like the Seven of Cups, which indicates many opportunities. It's not for lack of prospects, and it's not like a no, like you're not getting a no. It's just, it's not happening now. Do you see? The Five of Pentacles here is like you, like really potentially feeling like less than, or feeling unworthy, or feeling like it's not going to happen. It's anything relating to scarcity, whether that's scarcity of financial resources or just scarcity in your mind, in that you don't think it's going to happen, or you don't see a perceivable outcome of how that could happen. And I don't, like, that couldn't be further from the case in this reading, okay? There are so many different ways that this could go. With the Justice's influence, the message there is that at the end of the day, Scorpio, you will get the outcome you truly deserve. All parties will get the outcome that they truly deserve. And so it represents the karmic scales balancing out and tipping in a certain direction. By default, it's in your favor. And another card of balance here, you see the scales, but you also see the juggling energy here of the sort of Two of Pentacles. So for you, I really feel a push or a pull towards, for you, really needing to do some level of grounding in your life at this time. If you can do nature, like if you live in a warm climate, that may help as well. But you have even if you're in a, maybe you like to snowboard, or you like to ski, or whatever it is you might do, connecting with nature. You have the Eight of Pentacles, the Five of Wands, and the Two of Swords. So yeah, there's like a conflict here with the Five of Wands, but I get the sense that it's an internal conflict because the Nine of Swords is with it. Again, Nine of Swords being trapped in your mind, or in this case, I feel like being trapped in your mind, or like just being trapped in fear. And with that conflict, it's not external. It's whatever's going. There's like a war in your mind right now, is what I feel. Especially because you have this Two of Swords, which is somebody who's blindfolded. They can't see the answer. Okay, the Two of Swords can't see everything, and there's probably a reason why you can't see the answer right now. And I feel like if nothing else, it's your guide setting you up for the right outcome, or the perfect outcome, or the right opportunity here, however long that may take. You also have this Eight of Pentacles, which represents like really building on your talent, okay? Maybe even becoming a master, or just, leaning on your talents, trusting your talents at this time and helping them lead the way for you. So let's see what we have here. Yeah, look, you're getting the outcome here. The Star, the Six of Pentacles, and the Queen of Pentacles, yes. So look, mature, practical, grounded energy here with the two Queens of Pentacles in the corner, down here, down here as well. And so really just, nature energy, just grounding energy. The answer is coming. The message is already on the way. It's just who knows how long it will take to be delivered. Okay, I've said that 100 different times, but that's what I feel like saying. The Star is hope and optimism in the future. Okay, it's wishes coming true as well, and healing waters of renewal, clarity, whatever you can't see right now, as you see here with this blindfold on the Two of Swords, that's starting to clear up in the future here, okay? You also have this Six of Pentacles, which again, we see the scales energy, okay? Financial balance, material balance, you getting something potentially. If you've been giving a lot, it may mean receiving. If you've been receiving a lot, it may mean you giving. But there's a equal exchange of give and receive here. And you have the Ace of Wands, getting fired up, okay? Physically starting something, getting inspired. It's an amazing card for starting, especially a business or a venture, or just, a passionate new beginning in your life is coming through. And so, yeah. Let's see what else we have here. Let's pull some additional messages. Community, lovers, house, toil and labor, child, and mature woman. Yeah, I knew we were going to get a mature card for whatever reason. There's a mature feminine energy here that's coming through with the Queen of Pentacles twice. Now the mature woman, okay? For some of you, just making the right choice in terms of your maturity at this time, dropping the expectation of when, okay, and how, and will, and instead just staying right now, staying here, staying in the present. The child is discovering your inner child, discovering your child self, letting that part of yourself come out and play. And that's okay sometimes. And really not having attachments to time, to outcomes. And so, yeah, this is causing a toil situation, like you're toiling over the outcome here. But I feel like some of you doing some inner child work right now might be helpful, and some of you may just be doing that. But yeah, I do see a really nice outcome for you. So thank you so much for being here. If you enjoyed this, hit that like button, subscribe, and really appreciate you. Take care. Have a good one. I will see you in the next reading.